100 years ago, that time, that, hey, Penang should have something special. And the idea came up of train. And Penang itself actually had one of the best public transportation system. And there were trams going right from the port to the bottom of Penang Hill. So you came by that, and then when you come to Bottom Hill again, you take another train to go up.
Penang Hill funicular system was constructed in the early 20th century, where technology and resources were much more limited than they are today. We would credit the design of funicular system to Mr. Arnold Robert Johnson, who is the chief engineer of the funicular systems. The railway overcomes a vertical height difference of more than 700 meters, which is a significant challenge in terms of design and construction.
The first generation train, first class, you have cushion, that's all. 2 compartments. You only carry for 20 passengers, only sitting. And second class, you have 20, but some are able to stand. It's a wooden seat, no cushion.
I still remember those were the days where we were at the 𝗲𝗏𝗏𝗏 where we stay. So once a while we try to be a bit cheeky. So what we do is that we just have to wait for the funicular to pass us by, and the conductors who are going down will be standing at the front, and we will have to just jump at the last compartment, and we got a free ride. Because the train is running so slow that of course we are not going to do that on the present tram. When my grandpa get to know about it, well, we got beaten up.
As a child growing up in the 50s, I was always fascinated by the funicular railway of Penang Hill. On going up, I would rush to be at the top cabin, watching the cables from 2 to then 1 after the crossover of the 2 trains. And then coming down, I would rush to be at the bottom cabin to see how the cable went from 0 to 1. I finally figured out why, because of the crossover.
A funicular is environmental friendly transportation. It's electrically driven, and with the system with 2 coaches linked by 1 rope. So that means that always 1 coach will help to bring up the other coach. So that's also to save energy.
In the 70s and the 80s, I think all bungalow owners, they used the train. Because that time the jeep train was not even a tar yet.
Some are lawyers, some are bankers. They used to come up and go down every morning. So this is a need to them. That the second generation train is not suitable for this country, and it has no aircon and it's very warm. On and off, we have got to stop the train just to let the passenger down, because due to a faulty mechanism.
So in our preliminary study, we found that a lot of the mechanical parts, especially the 80-year-old pulleys and rails, were worn out and needed to be replaced soon, failing which the whole system would totally break down. The state government, being short of funds, then forwarded our proposal to the federal government to apply for funds for the total revamp. The new generation system is designed, built, operated and maintained according to international standards of safety. Of course, I feel very excited to be able to be a part of this transformation process. I never dreamed that when I was young that I could one day be involved with this train. We were always figuring as the boy was being, how do they do that?
People enjoy the Penang particular train until they say that if you have not been to Penang Hill, you have not actually come to Penang.
It is always a proud honor to introduce our iconic Penang Hill to our guests from abroad. Our distinguished guests were often impressed by the stunning views of the surrounding landscape that the funicular provides, as well as the unique experience of ascending or descending a steep incline of the hill in a funicular.
Well, I understand the Hill is celebrating its anniversary for 100 years. It's a good time to recapture the history, how it began and all that. Although there are many experts studying this background, but it's interesting to know its transformation from the early trains with the different stops and so on.
I can still remember the Prime Minister of Singapore, the late Lee Kuan Yew, when he came up. He was walking down to the station where Tun Lim Chung Yu was going with them, and I was a bit at the back. I can still clearly hear. He said, Penang Hill is a gold mine. You don't know how to dig the gold. You give it to me 5 years, I'll show you how to dig the gold. That means you can improve, use the nature. No need to put up buildings and all those kind of things, big buildings. No, use the nature and we can do it.
Saya nama Lim Wen Ki. Mula-mula starting saya kerja lasker. Lepas 4 tahun baru masuk pemandu enjin biasa. 8 tahun baru masuk pemandu enjin kanan.
I'm 𝗥𝗏𝗿𝗂, joined service as station master in 1967, retired in year 2000. We were managing people and doing the collection for the as revenue.
In 1974-1975, I was just a technical assistant. At that time, we call it technical cadets. We was attached with the Electricity Supply Department, Penang. The Electricity Supply Department was responsible to maintain the electrical systems of the Penang Hill Railway then.
Saya amat teruja dan rasa terlalu gembira. Untuk menggambarkan perasaan gembira, saya akan menyampaikan serangkap pantun. Kereta api Bukit Bendera jadi sebutan 1923, tahun pengoperasian, menjana ekonomi, sektor pelancongan. PHC juga memainkan peranan. 100 tahun usia sambutan, misi dan visi mencapai kejayaan.
This job want to do very best. Berjalan bagus ini kita. Lagi mau maju, lagi 100 tahun.
I'm Joseph Ng. Welcome to Penang Hill and enjoy a comfortable funicular ride.
Auf die weiteren 100 Jahre geht die Zusammenarbeit.
I'm 𝗨𝗏𝗆𝗆, the general worker of Penang Hill. Come to Penang Hill, a wonderful and exciting place to be. See the nature, feel the history.
Penang Hill!